we are back. Welcome back to my channel. Firstly, I want to say thank you for engaging my videos. I think this should be my third. If you've not seen my last two, you can go watch and subscribe and like them. Thank you. All right, let's jump right into this video. Okay, so what are we talking about today? You see it in the topic, right? Yes, getting your fire back. Ooh, I love it. Let me quickly share, my story of how I became daddy's girl. So at 17, I became born again, and that's the most beautiful decision of my life. And trust me, it's gonna be 11 years. Again, I don't want you to talk to me. I remember one night, I was so mad at God. You believe me? I was so mad at God. I just got him back from work, and I was asking why is my life like this? Why is it happening like this? Why is it not doing this? Why is it not happening? In fact, I'm not gonna pray this night, and I'm gonna sleep like that. Guess what? I slept without praying. I was so angry. I began to have terrible experiences. But then I was aware that my father was watching over me, because he has said, he that watches over Israel neither sleeps nor slumber. And I'm his Israel. I'm his baby girl. 2 a.m. I woke up to pray. My usual time prayer. I woke up to pray. And as I woke up, I was like, oh, thank you, Daddy. I'm like, no. I just remember that I'm hungry with you. I just said to myself, better sit down there. Why did you wake up? Is it not to talk to him? I said, oh God. All right, Daddy, I'm sorry. Why was I angry? I'm sorry. I'm not angry. I'm sorry. Yes. There were days where the fire was off, and I really wish it didn't happen. There are days where I thought I could do it by flesh. No. The fire is sustained by the Spirit, not by your capacity, not by yourself. Intimacy is done by the Spirit. You can't come to the Father, you can't come to the Son except you are drawn to Him. So every time you feel led to God, every time you want to commune, it's because there is a drawing in the realm of the Spirit saying, come, I want to talk to you, come. So when there were days when the fire wasn't there. Yeah, I wasn't praying like I ought to. I wasn't studying my Bible. I was not even fasting. I was just there. I got carried away with life. I got carried away with other things. But every time, my father keeps beckoning on me. So how did I get my fire back, you would ask? I'm going to share 3 things. All right, 3 things again. Yes. Number 1 major thing I usually do. Each time my fire goes off and I really need to have my fire back, I go on retreats. Immediately I shut down every other thing and go on retreat. If you have a 9 to 5, you can have weekend retreats or midnight retreats. Yes, you can have retreats in the midnight. If you know that you'll be at work, you work throughout the day, you even work on weekends, you can do midnight retreat. But for me, weekends or during breaks, I just shut down everything. Number 1, I go on retreats. I find time. I dedicate time to God. Like, God, I've come to the end of myself. And beyond just being God, I see Him as my daddy. I see Him as my father. So that makes me always want to go back to Him. That makes me always want to go back to my father. I'm not going back to God. I am going back to my daddy. My daddy, right? It's a privilege to be called Haba's child, Haba's daughter. I love it. So I separate time. I just go with my journal, with my Bible. I have messages that I'm going to listen to. I'll ask Him to lead me to the messages I'll listen to. So that day. So tip number 2, when I get to my retreat, I won't jump into tonguing with my lips. I won't jump into kabaraka shoko telebe. No. I will sit down and have a conversation with my daddy. So I call it family meeting. The people in my community know this well. When I'm on my retreat, the first thing I do, Daddy, sit down. Please have your seat. and I sit and we begin to have conversation. I begin to talk to my father. Daddy, this is how I felt all this while. Daddy, this is the void within me because I've not been able to pray. Daddy, I'm sorry I have not talked to you for a while. Daddy, I'm sorry this has happened. Daddy, I made this mistake. And like the prodigal son, I am back. My father is always available, always waiting to receive me. Bible says that the father of the prodigal son was always at the balcony of his house, looking, waiting for his son to be back. The Bible didn't say he went to look for him. He was waiting in his house because you must always return home. God expects you to return back home. No matter how far you've gone, God is waiting for you. No matter the mistake you have made, God is waiting for you. Your daddy is waiting for you. Nothing can separate you from the love of God. I mean, your father cannot love you less because of your mistakes. That's it. Don't run from God. Let your mistakes make you run back to him at all times. So we sit down and have our conversation, daughter to daddy. Daddy, this happened. Daddy, that happened. Daddy, what do you think? We can be there talking for hours. Then sometimes I just sleep off at the feet of my father. And when I'm awake, I get to listen to messages. Then number 3, I pray extensively. Oh, I pray in the spirit extensively. Because it's the spirit that helps us to pray. Aronako Shatar. You pray in tongues. You pray in the spirit at all times. The Bible says pray without ceasing. All right. The scripture says you don't know the day of your temptation. So you must stay guarded. You must guard yourself in the place of prayer. You must pray. You must pray. And let me add one more tip. Guess what? I journal. Yes. I write letters to daddy. I write to God at all times. I'm like, dear daddy, today I did this. Today we had a beautiful time. Today I had my retreat. Today this and that. I journal. And at the end of my plenty long notes to God, my letter, I write, your girl, Iyanoluwa. Or I write, your daughter. Or I write, yours in love. Anyhow, I just write it. But I pour my heart to him. Dear God is always in my journal. Dear God, thank you for today. Dear Daddy, dear Father, anyhow it comes, right? If I don't write for long, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I've not written for long. I do. And you know why? God sees your letters. So let me give you this last thing. One day, Daddy was speaking to me. And he said, okay, Iyanoluwa, do this, do this, do this. I'm like, wait, did you just call my name? Did you just call me Iyanu? I was like, did you just call me? And he said, yes, is that not your name? I know your name. That's the name you write in your letters to me. And it dawned on me. I went to get my journal and I opened. And all my letters, most times I write, your girl, Iyanoluwa. Your girl, Iyanoluwa. Why this is special is because most people call me Oluwaseun. So, in my letters to God, I write, your daughter, Iyanoluwa. And so when Daddy just said to me, oh, do this, Iyanoluwa, I was amazed. I was dazed. I said, you called me my name. He said, I read your letters. And in your letters, you write your name, Iyanoluwa. And I'm like, I will not stop writing to you. I love you, Daddy. So what am I saying? You can get your fire back. If you are ready to get your fire back, do these 4 things I just said, and you'll be burning again. Why? Because your father is waiting for you to come home. Your father is waiting for you to call him. Your father is waiting for you to set your heart ablaze again. All right. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. And don't forget to share. See you in my next video. Bye.